Hi guys, second video, first vlog, and today I've decided to go down the topic of adapting to life in a wheelchair. It's something that I've had to learn how to do in recent years due to I'm now paralysed from T10, and this is sort of like a personal experience, things that I've learned along my journey, things that I wish I knew beforehand. Going straight into it. First thing is probably going out. And I'd say it's important because there's nothing worse than cooping yourself inside. Same four walls, it's so isolating. But at the same time, while you're in that situation, it feels better than being outside. Because while you're going out and you're going in a chair, you stand out to most of the people in Asda, for example. And you're there and you feel out of place, you feel people are staring at you, when actually they're probably not. They're more likely to be staring at you because you're staring at them because you think that they're staring at you. Sounds ridiculous, but it is the more likely scenario because I think they're more interested in what carrots they're buying, to be fair, than you sat down watching the world go by. But not only that is sort of what put me off going out was how difficult it is physically. It's like you've got a wheelchair, you've now got, of course, varying to what wheelchair you've got, to like the size of it. You've now got to work your way of getting out and onto curbs, and you very quickly learnt that pavements aren't level, and it's difficult, your arms hurt, your back hurts, and you're just like, I'd rather go home. But it's persevering through that, and that's not what people tell you. It's not really if you keep going out, you build up your arm muscles, and it's so much easier. You don't really get told that, and you try to hide away, you try to put off going out because it's difficult, when actually you go out a few times, you find that it starts to get easier each time you go out. It's a lot less strenuous, it becomes as easy as walking used to be. Second nature. You can get to places just as quick as when you were walking, quicker. I've definitely got into town quicker than walking into town, because as I said, it gets easier, you can get quicker, you build up speed, you learn the tipping points of your wheelchair, and it is really important to know how you and your chair and pavements get on, and before long you really wouldn't believe why you'd keep yourself in and put off going out because it becomes so easy. I think one thing that could like really put people off going out and out in their wheelchair is sort of like the curbs and the hills, and that just takes practice. It takes a bit of time to actually sort of stop and think, right, how am I going to do this? I can now get up, I can pull myself up and down a curb, no problem. Hills, it depends how steep it is, but it's the same as walking. If a hill is really, really steep, it's really difficult to walk up it. Same way as it is for a wheelchair. There are hills that, okay, yeah, you start small, you start getting steeper and steeper or longer, and it's really sort of building up that arm and shoulder strength that is really easy to do, but it does take time. And I think that the patience that's needed for these things is absolutely massive, because you expect to just go and you can't. So I think the patience to actually do these things and practice these things, it will get easier. Sort of seconding that, you need to sort of keep on with your friends. It can seem really awkward. I know I felt really uncomfortable going to see friends as I became more dependent on the chair, because although you are still you, they're sort of, it's just as awkward for them as it is for you. They're not quite sure of what's changed, what hasn't changed, what you can and can't do, and that's really like, you've got to trust your friends. If you've got some really great friends, they're gonna be really understanding. They'll be like, yeah, okay, you can't go to the pub because that's got stairs in, let's go to a different pub. And they might have questions. I know my friends certainly have questions, and they've been brutally honest answers. Um, it could be something as simple as, can you ever go in your wheelchair? How do you do a wheelie? And it's them sort of things that your friends want to know. And I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, you'd ask your friend the same thing. Don't put off seeing them. Don't feel that you're a burden, because they're your friends. They want to see you. They don't want to lose a friend for something. It wouldn't seem to you as small, but is really quite small. Give it time. Give it a short amount of time. You will literally feel like nothing has changed. Your friendship is the exact same thing. But even better, because the times that you need their support, they're going to be there to give you it. And I'd say that is something, a real important thing. Another really, really important thing is going out and meeting new people. Now, that's not to say go out and meet all these new people and replace all your friends, because you're still going to need them. But it's nice to meet people in the same situation, similar situation, or just simply same interests as you. It gets you out to new places and sort of brings you out your comfort zone a little bit. But with that, it also comes trying new things, especially when it comes to life with a disability. The world of disability sport is an absolutely massive one, and while you're able-bodied, you don't really hear about it. You hear about the Paralympics, and that's all I really knew until I became in a chair and I joined my local wheelchair basketball team. Now, that's not just them. Recent years, I've learned that there is so many disability sports. If you do sports, if you're into sports, or you're wanting to try them out there, there's para cheerleading, there is para athletics, there's racing, there's not swimming, because swimming's not an athletics one, racing, long jump, shot put, things like that. There's wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, wheelchair tennis, para canoeing. I've tried that one. That's a recent Paralympic sport. I think it was Rio that it first came as a competitive Paralympic sport. But there are so many out there. And as I said, I play wheelchair basketball. I've tried para canoeing and absolutely love them. It's got me to so many new places, met so many great people who are just, it's really nice because it brings you out of the shell, the little cocoon that you bury yourself into when you sort of isolate yourself in your world and within your disability. Because you sort of learn new things, you learn new tips and tricks of like how to make life easier, the amount of disability jokes that you'll hear in these places, and it really sort of brings you out and in with those people. You get active, healthier. But for me personally, the wheelchair basketball, because it's brought me out into so many new places and new situations, it's taken me to national I play at a national level, so I play national competition games. Coming up in August, we've got the regional championships in Worcester, so that's loads of disabled people, like juniors, everyone from 10 to under 19 competing. You've got under 50, 10 to under 15, then you've got 15 to under 19s. And we all compete in those age categories against each other for the championship title. That is a great weekend. I will probably do a video of that weekend. And I think the final thing to add is, don't give up on what you wanted to do before you became dependent on a wheelchair. Just because you are in a wheelchair and you're disabled doesn't stop you from achieving what you wanted to achieve to start with. You've got things like driving. Just because you can't use your feet doesn't mean you can't drive. I've started learning how to drive. I just passed my theory test. And even hand controls. That's something that when I became in a wheelchair, nobody told me about that. I thought, that's it, I can't drive, I'm going to have to go on a bus everywhere. I don't particularly like buses because they get really hot. But no, you can drive. I've started driving. I've got a little handle here. I've got a lever here. You push forwards to stop, backwards to go, and it is so simple. There are so many jobs out there that are happy to hire you within your disability, you can still go to university. Universities are great. There are so many sort of support options out there for people with disabilities. At the moment, I think the big one is DSA, Disabled Student Allowance, that can help with sort of extra software if you need some extra additions in the classroom. That's funding that the university gets just for you, that will support you through university. There are so many now legislations that will protect you in the workplace to mean that you can secure a job. But there are so many volunteering opportunities out there, because you might not quite be ready to go out to a full-scale job and have all them commitments. You might feel, right, I'm not quite ready for that. There are so many charity shops in England to like offer time for. There are projects, festivals going on in the air, like in your local areas. Volunteer for them. There's nothing stopping you from gaining some experience before you even commit to something definite. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, give it a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave any comments about any future video suggestions. What would you like to see? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The details will be in the link below, and I shall see you next time.